Hey everybody, this is Rachel Winek from TRSTV, and you're listening to the Senior Spotlight Podcast, a show where we shine light on the incredible seniors of Toms River High School East and their stories. In this episode, we are spotlighting the October 2025 Seniors of the Month. These two have been nominated for their achievements, attitude, and everything they bring to the school community. Joining us today is our October Senior of the Month, male, and the October Male Senior of the Month stands out as an exceptional student and leader, ranked among the top 5 in his class. He is known for his sharp analytical mind, determination, and love of learning. As president of the Technology Student Association, TSA, participation in the Selective Governor School Program, and the drum major of the Marching Raiders. He inspires others through discipline, teamwork, but his involvement doesn't stop there. He's active in student council, chess club, math league, and Eastside Theater Company. Respected by teachers and peers alike, he plans to study electrical engineering after graduating, continuing to apply his passion, integrity, and drive to everything he pursues. Noah, it's so great to have you here. Welcome our Male Senior of the Month. And to start off, congratulations. And you've clearly accomplished so much for East. And not just through your achievements, but even the way you carry yourself.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And it's great to see that your hard work is recognized because, you know, the Senior of the Month is a nice honor. And I'm just excited to dive into your journey. So to start, how did it feel when you found out you were the Male Senior of the Month?
Well, I'm sitting there in AP Stats, and generally when it comes to the awards, like I'm not always expecting it to be myself, coming in and they bring the whole shebang, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like thinking about it being me because, if you expect nothing and you get surprised constantly, that's
Right.
what I feel like. So, but getting it, I'm very proud to be able to show off what I do, and, getting recognition is great. I hope it inspires others to pursue the same things, and stay surprised. I feel like that's a good
Definitely.
thing.
Yeah, because I know you work so hard. You're obviously like top 5, probably like even top 3 of the class. And I know you're in STEAM as well. So what motivates you to stay like so committed and like successful at everything you do?
That's a great question, and honestly, I feel like the drive when it comes for school is often like I feel like I have to progress, like to keep building up, keep learning, keep developing your skills, because I know it certainly can be really difficult to have to deal with the stress of school and all of this other stuff that we have to deal with life. And so I just have to remind myself, I'm lucky to come to school. I'm lucky to be able to earn my education, I guess, in a way, and become a better person. That's what reminds me every day.
Right.
So.
That's definitely a great approach, because I know like some people, they don't take it for granted, but it's more of like the small things. Like you're lucky to go to public school for free, get an education, and take every opportunity you have. So it's a great way to look at it. And I know you're also involved in the chess club. What's like one success you guys have had so far? Because I know your seasons are very successful.
I know, it's crazy because chess club, honestly, we're pretty successful, all things considered. I mean, I've been on varsity for 4 years, and for those who remember Declan Rybrick, he lives in our hearts, But regardless, shout out Declan. Probably the most accomplished thing we've done. I mean, last year we came in 2nd in the division, and then we won a tournament. There's a tournament called the Knights of Columbus, which is at a Knights of Columbus. And there we have the whole league come in, and one of them being High Tech. And if you don't know High Tech High School, they are pretty smart, pretty good at chess too. And they actually won that tournament, I think, at least 20 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
And so we had a big upset, and we won.
And you came and won.
Came
That's
in first
great,
place
actually.
by like marginal.
Wow,
or,
that's
like,
actually great to
very
defeat
low.
like the era. What is it called? Like the 3P, 20P at that
20P.
point.
It was crazy.
That's actually great.
Like legacy, so very
Okay,
cool.
hopefully
Brought home
that
a
continues
trophy.
too.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Hopefully. And also, I know you're president of the TSA, which is Technology, if I'm getting this right, Student Association.
Yes, it is.
And what's one project that like, or like even like a experience that you had that like was your favorite?
Well, I have to say, I totally recommend anyone listening come to our meetings. First and foremost, I'm gonna self-promo, but TSA is a great opportunity. I know I actually had started it a little bit in 8th grade when it was still kind of getting a small growth in middle school, but at high school level, I wasn't sure at first. Sophomore year I came in, some friends and some peers like invited me to come to the club, and I feel like it's so freeing, especially as a lot of us are engineering students, a lot of us are STEAM students who deal with tech, or if you have any interest in that field, it's so like interesting to have different fields of technology. So for me, I really enjoy music, and So there was a music production category, and you could just make music using technology. I ended up doing very well, and best experience is taking that, going to states, going to nationals.
Oh, wow, that's really good. All those opportunities you take are great.
Yeah, I totally recommend it.
Yes, definitely. And who's the runner of that club, so we know? Is it, like, the advisor, sorry.
Advisor, Mrs. Kobilars and Mrs. Foster, Miss Foster.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's great to know. Perfect. And also, I know you're the drum major of the Marching Raiders. Right. And what's one thing that has taught you about like leadership or even just teamwork in general?
Another great question. Honestly, it's pretty humbling to be a part of the Marching Raiders, and throughout all 4 years, you're kind of have these one or two head people that are like so demanding of your time and effort. So they kind of are the spirit of that the marching activity. So when I got the opportunity last year to be the junior drum major, I think I learned a lot about why I enjoy marching band, but also in leadership in general. I think most crucially is that leadership is only as strong as the team that supports you. It's only as strong as the people that are able to work together, right? Because one voice, if you go top down, you're going to say, I'm going to tell you to do X, Y, Z. No one's going to listen to you, right?
Right.
So it's been a great 2 years, and I'm thankful for at least that being the one thing that I take away, is that even if it's 50, 60 people in a band and you are the one sitting on the podium conducting, I know for those who've been on the football games,
yeah,
it's about every single one of them that matters more than me.
Right, and that's great, like, to lead a team at such, like, I guess you could say, like, a young age, but just to be, like, that person there for them, because obviously I know band is, like, really hard, long hours, but just to be, like, someone who's also there for them is great as well. And on one of your other big extracurriculars, I know over the summer you were selected for the governor's school in the engineering field. So how was that experience like, and what's, like, another thing you take away? Maybe an influence towards your future major or anything like that?
Yeah, it was a very, very great experience. So about last year, mid marking period 2, so this is kind of in the midst of the winter, they pulled in the top 10%, if I recall, the junior class, and they told us about an opportunity over the summer where if you would apply, it was a free 3-4 week long program at Rutgers, and it's, give you research opportunities. So yeah, specifically it's the Governor's School of Engineering and Technology, and so there was another one for natural sciences too, but this one I was very interested in, and I thought it was a very cool opportunity to get really into the higher education and see what it feels like to like get into the world of engineering. Because you ever hear like, oh yeah, engineering majors they have it rough.
Oh yeah, I hear that they grow old like their first year. So to know what that's like, that's good.
Now I went there. We actually had Kieran Kanuga. She's a great one. Shout out. We both went there over the summer, got in, and I have to say, I learned a lot about the way that I think, the way that I learn. It was like a very profound experience. I'm wearing the shirt right now, matter of fact.
Yeah.
But it helped me remember why I enjoy learning, why, again, I had that same philosophy before. But if you're an engineering student, if you're a STEAM student, and you have any interest at all, try to apply, especially for you top juniors. Apply for it. It'll get you very far. If you're doing capstone, it'll get you very far. So I can't tell you exactly like how much of an effect it'll have on you, but I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it definitely will. It seems like a great program as well. And on top of, I asked a similar question on how you what motivates you, but on top of all these extracurriculars and school, what's one way that you stay motivated to do everything? Which I think you kind of answered before.
To stay motivated.
It is a little bit of a hard question.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's a tricky
question. Or even
question.
something you do keep balance.
Balance.
Yeah.
So, I know a lot of misconception with me, I guess, or top students. I'm not always actually studying, which is it's true, right? I'm actually I have to tell people this. I don't study. I maybe study about 1 hour a month, or 1
hour a month.
No, maybe not a month.
I was
1 hour a
say,
week, right?
What are you eating?
I think the way that I have to stay motivated is to remind myself that what is happening right now in front of you is what's happening in front of you. You don't have to think far ahead outside of your control, because you're going to build up stress. And that's
Right.
the thing. You can't.
That's a killer, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. You can't keep building up the stress. You have to realize that, what's in front of me? The homework assignment that's due right now, I'm going to get that done. That's what I got to get done, right? That's
right.
And then aside from keeping the balance, is that also just doing things that you find enjoyable, you find easy. And keeping a good mindset about work ethic too. And so the combination of all that, definitely, it's a pretty tricky question, but I think that's
right. No, I think that's a great way to answer it too. And it's a great advice for everybody else, because just getting caught up in the moment, be like, I have to do this and this and this, just like spends more energy on like not doing what you have to do. Exactly. But also, has there been any challenges that you face that like have put you in the right direction or just have taught you something about yourself?
I'm going to put some thought into this one, get you a good answer.
You're good. It could even be something like that was like negative or something that like would have turned you down, but you used it in a positive way. Yeah,
I guess I understand that, especially for underclassmen and for you ambitious underclassmen who, I don't know, might be listening to this podcast right now.
Might be.
I have to say, with opportunities, right? There's no reason to limit yourself to thinking that, I'm not going to get this position, or I'm not going to get, I'm not going to make the team. The advice I have to in general is that if you try something and you fail, which I have failed before, I've not got,
right.
I've tried for officer positions, I've tried to auditions for things, I've tried to get in clubs, and then when it doesn't work out, at least you tried, right?
Right, exactly.
So if that's the one thing I've learned, is that if you stay committed to at least trying, and even if you do fail, even if you don't get what you want, you got to stay with it.
Exactly.
And it'll work out.
It all works out. And like things happen for a reason. And it's very cliche to say, but like obviously you are successful in so many other things that are your area of niche.
That's because you try and you fail, right? Or you don't fail. I mean, it's
right.
How many shots can you make if you don't? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly. And that's pretty evident, because even teachers describe you as like disciplined, and well, it doesn't relate to it, but they really like see your impact as like you have been nominated. So what's like one lasting impression you want people to leave on you? I mean, you want to leave on people.
I think the one thing that I want people to take away from me, take away from the impact I have in this school and the community, is that you can be a great student, you can be a well-rounded person, and you could also have good character, you can be funny, you can, you can also take time and you can touch grass or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
But I'm saying, like, you can do both and you can do it well, and remember that the impressions we have on other people, they're not always so one-dimensional. I hope that if I can show that to people, because I know it's weird. I've had a lot of experience where people come up to me and I say like, I thought you were like XYZ.
Right.
And then,
thing,
I don't know, you had me in your chem class.
Yes. So like, I personally know it, because like you get to know somebody, there's so much more to them than just like, like they're number one, like class.
Right.
Oh my gosh, like they're this person. No, like there's definitely more to you. Like you were saying, like you keep it balanced, you do more than one thing. You're not just studying all the time. It's
right. And
like,
quite frankly, I don't. But, and not supposed to say that, but yeah, that's what I try and think.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's a great way to think of it too. So we can do some fun questions now.
Okay.
Now that we're talking about like, getting to know you more, what's like your favorite song? If that's a really hard question, but like maybe like an artist, like a certain genre. Or I know you said you're involved in music, like something you want to produce.
Got you, yeah. So favorite, I can give you a favorite band, and it's anyone who knows me like at all. Radiohead's my favorite band, and it's been so. All you TikTokers out there use audios. I'm not salty, right? I'm not salty.
They don't know the real.
They don't know the real. But yeah, specifically, if you haven't, gotta say, In Rainbows, great record. I'd sit here and talk about music, but top song off there, All I Need. I know. Once again,
I actually have no idea.
No idea. These are TikTok songs, but we gotta.
We'll probably recognize it.
You'll recognize it. So that's definitely my favorite song. One of my favorite songs. Great band, anyways.
That's great. What's your favorite class? Or like it could be your favorite subject, or anything like that.
Gotta say, Miss Dietzig with the AP Calculus. And the only reason why is because, I love math, which is can't say. Some of you guys got other priorities.
Right.
But I think I really enjoy when the potential's there.
Mm-hmm.
So makes it totally flipped classroom in the videos. So
Right.
if you want to go, like if you want to just learn the material, you can do the whole unit in the beginning, and then you'll get packets. If you don't need the packets, you don't do the packets, right? So
Yeah.
it was a very
I do some of my videos tonight.
facts,
Oop,
right?
yep.
So it's a very good like work at your own pace. So
Yes. She gives you all the resources you
right.
need, so it's really.
And you can come in early, ask for extra help, and yeah, her tests were a good challenge too. So you know, it was
Yeah,
also
that's good.
exciting when I did well in them, and also not exciting when I did not well in them. But
But it's okay. We persevere, I guess.
recommend that class.
Definitely. And what's your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? Yeah, probably. I know it's a weird hobby. I actually produce music. I make music, which you might be able to look it up online.
Should we get like a shout out or
Shout out. Well, I'm just gonna leave it in there. It's might be my name. Might be on Spotify, and it's not. I don't have any vocals, so just make it clear. But I've done that since 8th grade, and
that's really cool.
It's taught me a lot about, you know, when you start to make music yourself and you notice how things work around you, so, and like in the music industry,
especially when you
kind of interesting.
when you listen to stuff too.
Yeah, good hobby. If you are interested at all, I'd say soundtrap.com or whatever that thing was.
SoundCloud?
Not SoundCloud.
Not
Not
SoundCloud.
Soundtrap. It's a pretty bad music production like website, but it is a point to spring off of. So I don't know. Give it a shot.
Great. Perfect. Okay. And a final question. I asked a similar one, so let me think of a different one. I was going to ask about your impact on High School East, but I'm just going to ask, what's one thing you're going to miss about High School East when you graduate?
I have to say, this school has like genuinely the best faculty in that I know of. You got some like all-timer teachers here, and I could list out my favorites, but ultimately they'll love teaching. A lot of them love teaching, and they're so committed to helping and seeing the students succeed. So I think that the one thing I'm gonna miss is like how much a lot of these teachers care.
And all the support too.
All the support, how much they care about the spirit too. I'm very proud of that, especially as I go to this school, and there's like if I'm bragging about, to other schools or kids who go to South or kids who go to East or North rather.
Oh yeah,
Slipping up on
you're
words,
good.
right?
You're good.
That the teachers are just great. The faculty is great.
Agree, definitely.
It's great. And so fantastic.
That's a great note to end it off on. And thank you so much for joining us today, Noah. We really appreciate your advice and everything.
Of course.
And to everyone listening at home, I really hope this inspires you to just be your best, put your best foot out there, and one day you could be in this position as well.
Maybe.
Definitely. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Rachel Winek, and next, coming up, we have our Female Senior of the Month for October, which is going to be introduced by Tamaya Basket. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight, the show where we celebrate the incredible students who make our school community shine. I'm your host, Tamaya Basket, and today we're highlighting someone who truly raises the bar. Our October's Female Senior of the Month is a student who brings passion, leadership, and positivity to everything she does. She's ranked in the top 50% of our senior class. She's someone who doesn't just challenge herself, she sets an example for others to follow. Known for being responsible, positive, respectful, and helpful and polite, her presence is felt in every hallway, in every classroom, and activity she touches. But what really sets her apart
and her commitment to service and leadership, she currently holds some of the most influential roles in the school: student body president, student council secretary, and the vice president of the Interact Club. And her dedication doesn't stop there. She earned the Spirit of the Raider Award for completing over 260 hours of community service. That's just not involvement, that's dedication. She's also a well-rounded student athlete. You can find her competing at the girls' tennis team, advocating as a member of the National Honor Society, participating as a state delegate, and contributing to clubs like Bake Sale Club, Peer Leadership, Environmental, and Unified Sports. If there's a way to uplift her school and the community, she's doing it. And with her sights set on a future career in occupational therapy, there's no doubt she'll continue to bring the passion and determination and leadership into the next chapter of her life. So please join me in welcoming this Senior of the Month, Michaela Malanik. Hi, Michaela. It's very great to have you here today.
Hi, Sam. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so you're ranked in the top 50% in the class. What pushes you to do it academically?
What pushes me to just do it all academically is just knowing like what I do now will directly shape the opportunity that I'll have like in the future when I'm older.
How do you balance your schoolwork, everything else you're doing? Wait, how do you balance your schoolwork with everything else you're involved in?
Being busy actually motivates me. Like, I work better when I have more stuff to do when I'm constantly moving, but calendars and planners have become my best friends. It helps me organize.
You hold major leadership positions such as student body president, student council secretary, and vice president of the Interact Club. What inspired you to take on these roles?
I took on these roles because I've always liked to be somebody that people can depend on, and I like hearing people's ideas and bringing people together.
What's been one of your most meaningful or memorable experiences as a student leader?
Probably the whole student council experience as a whole, going to the board meetings, Good Neighbor Day, just everything that we do.
Is there thing you want to do in the community that we haven't done yet?
I don't think so. I feel like we do a lot, especially through the school for the surrounding town and the families in our school. We do a lot for, so.
Yeah. You logged over 260 hours of community service and learned the Spirit of the Raider Award. What drives you to helping others?
I've always loved giving back. It's always been a big part of my life. I love seeing the smile on people's faces, especially when they depend on reliability and compassion.
Is there a particular service project that made a big impact on you?
Overall, the life skills like prom, the parties, and unified sports. I love connecting with students of all abilities and seeing them happy and supported in everything.
So that really plays a part with you participate in unified sports, kickball and football. How does that play a role in everything?
It's just, I don't know, it makes me feel good, knowing that I can make other people feel good and, including everybody and everything, because everybody deserves to be happy and be included.
You're involved in many clubs: Bake Sale Club, Peer Leadership, Environmental Club, and Unified Sports. How do these groups shape your experience at High School East?
They make High School East feel like a place that I get to come to every day, not a place that I have to go to every day. It's a part of who I am, basically.
What activity or club has helped you grow the most as a person, and why?
Definitely Interact Club, because it helped me become a leader, step out of my comfort zone. I learned patience and empathy through it, and yeah.
You're also a member of the girls' tennis team. What has being an athlete taught you about teamwork or dedication?
Being on the tennis team has taught me a lot about accountability, especially because tennis is an individual sport, even though you're on a team. So showing up for myself meant I was showing up for everybody else. And yeah, just being accountable. You can't just show up once in a while and expect improvement. You have to practice, and yeah.
Yeah. Just a quick question: if you had an opportunity to join another sports team, what would it be and why?
So I did play softball freshman and sophomore year. That was fun, but I don't know. I've always wanted to try lacrosse. Maybe lacrosse looks fun, or track.
Yeah. You're planning on to pursue a career in occupational therapy. What inspired that interest?
So there's a couple things. So my mom has rheumatoid arthritis, so my whole life I've kind of seen her reaction to people, helping her regain the basic skills that she needs to live and do daily things. And then as I got into high school, working with the special ed kids, it really just sealed the deal for me. I love working with them and seeing them happy.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I see myself in a graduate school, hopefully hands-on work, like clinical trials and stuff, and I hope to be living a more independent life.
And what type of clinical trials do you hope to, like, be in?
I don't know, just, like, stuff working with kids, definitely, pediatric-wise, and just, I don't know, new ways to, like, do things, new inventions, I don't know.
Yeah. What's one piece of advice you'll give to an underclassman who wants to get involved and make a difference in the school?
Don't wait till you're ready to get involved. Just do it, even if you don't have a friend. Like, everybody in that club is willing to, like, talk to you. Like, you will make new friends. Don't be scared.
You guys, you hear it. Go ahead and join the club. Don't wait for your friends.
Just do it.
How would you describe your high school journey in one word, and why?
Definitely transformative. Like, me as a person, and overall just, like, what I wanted to do with my future has changed so much since, like, middle school to high school.
Yeah. What's a fun or unexpected fact that people don't know about you?
I have a pet tarantula.
Oh.
Yeah. It's actually my dad's, but I try to stay away from it.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
Yeah. Understandable. If you had a chance to create a new club at High School East, what would it be and why?
Probably the kindness club, because, I don't know, I feel like everybody just needs a little bit of kindness, even if, like, I don't know, because you never know what is going on in somebody else's life. Like, maybe if we did create it, we'd do more, like, surprise appreciation days, more, I don't know, more ways to make people feel, like, comforted and included.
Okay. And if you had to think who would be able to get Senior of the Month for November, who would you think it'd be and why?
Rachel Winek, because she's so involved in everything, and she is so sweet. She's genuinely the nicest person I know, and I don't know, Rachel just has such a good soul, and she deserves it, and she's very smart.
Okay, thank you, Michaela, for coming on our podcast, and congratulations again on being our October
Thank
Female
you.
Senior of the Month, and I hope you well in the next chapters of your life.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for tuning in to our podcast. I'm your host, To My Basket, and have a good night.